Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's uh, let's see how this video comes out. That's kind of a pain. All right, so yeah, trying a new way to record this video. So I have here addition and subtraction, find the missing value. So we are going to figure out the missing value. I'm going to do these a couple of different ways. So first of all, let's try this one. 4 equals -2 plus some blank sign. So if you think about it with the tiles, this is 4 positives equals 2 negatives plus something. Some other number has to go here to get us to that. Well, what would we add to 2 negatives to get us to 4 positives? Well, if you think about it, if I add 2 positives to that, that gets me to just 0. But to get to 4 positives, I'd add, I'm going to write it over here on the side. As you can hear, my son is yelling at our dog. 4 more positives, so this is kind of a zero pair, right? And plus these 4 positives together, if you think about it, together, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positives get us, added to the 2 negatives, gets us to 4. And just to check it, I'll prove to you that it does work. -2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so plus 6 equals, it's equal to 4. All right. So just so we're not lost here, the answer to this question, the answer is 6. 6 is the number that goes in this blank. -2 plus 6 is equal to 4. Sorry that's a little sloppy, but I just want to explain that to you. So here's a different another problem, but I'm going to do it a different way. If you look at this, something minus 10 equals -7. Now, I know you learned about equations a little bit last year, and I want you to think about this in terms of 0 pairs. If I have -10 and I add +10 to it, right? Well, you learned from equations, uh, if you add something to one side, you have to add the same number to the other side. So if you think about this, -10 and +10 leave us with a 0 pair. So all I'm left with on the left side is that empty box. So open box equals, on this side, -7 plus 10 is 3. So the answer to this problem is 3. 3 is the number that goes in this box. All right, and to prove that to you, I'm going to replace the empty box with 3. So 3, let's do this in a different color. 3 minus 10, 3 and -10 equals -7. So there's your answer, which means 3 is the number that fits right in there. 3 is the missing value. Let's try another one. All right, so we have, find the missing value. -3 equals some number minus 11. Well, if you think about it, I'm going to do this the tile way. I have -3, and I have some number, and I have -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, what can I add to, to this to end up with 3 negatives? Right? Well, if you look at it, what do I need to add here? I'm going to do this in green. I need to add a positive to make a 0 pair there, and 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 a 0 pair there. So what did I add to make all these 0 pairs leave me with -3? I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positives, right? So the answer here is 8. And to prove to you that it does work, in purple, 8 minus 11, right? 8 minus 11, I have 8 positives and 11 negatives, leaves me with 3 negatives. I know this is a little sloppy. This takes some time to get used to. This particular skill, I find students have a little hard time understanding it. But once they do, they really do well with it. So the last one, -8 equals 6 plus some number. I'm going to do this the equation way, too. So I don't want 6 here. I want to make that 0. So 6 and -6 is a 0 pair. On this side, add -6 to both sides, and you get -8. -6 here is -14. On this side, that's a zero pair. So equals, that's a zero pair. But we're left with that little empty box, which means -14 is the number that goes in this empty box. And to check it, 6 plus -14, right? There's our number. I have 6 positives and 14 negatives. So what do I have? I have negatives left over. How many negatives left over? 8. And if you look, that's the number we want to get. That's the number that makes us smile. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck.